They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to Caden Durham. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, you start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number...
Snagged. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. He's at the 30. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grad behind the line. It's Davidson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Here's a little room there. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Great job by the back on the option.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball in the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Rush is on him. He's open on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns.
Looking to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though?
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a crease, it's Berry. Makes it past the marker. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
On the direct snap, it's Berry. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run.
Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And they did tack on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put us. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught on the left side by Wesco. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Working that wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, past the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's Levin. Complete out left to Wilson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He'll throw on 3rd down. The quick out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Harris.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up.
Got a little grass. Give him 114 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On third down, here's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Snagged out of the air. He breaks a tackle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. That's caught by Wesco. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the back. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
14. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The sure hands, it's Durham. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this is a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense is...
Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Wolverines trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now on first down from the 28. Here's Durham one more time. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways that...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Levitt. They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The run inside. It's Davidson. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The play action fake. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be third and long. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires left. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running inside, it's Davidson. And the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff, Caden Durham. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caden Durham again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Trying play action. Under fire. Complete to the left. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This dude... exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Pressure coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Run inside. It's Hall. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. There he goes.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the run, it's Hall. Pulled down for the tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. The offense changing the play. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside.
And the holder, a little trickery, and they flip it ahead. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Tackled there by the defense. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is a tough time for this offense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.